So before I begin, I must remind you, when somebody tells a story, make sure to question the credibility of the narrator. So let's begin. This was a story told to me by a friend of mine a little while back, and it's best told in his first person point of view. So that's how I'm going to be telling it, from his perspective. So let's step right in. A long time ago, I moved into this dormitory at a college I was in. And it was just the same as any other dormitory, if not a little bit subpar as a normal hotel. So I lived there for a while, probably the first semester. And then one day I walk out and there's boxes everywhere in the hallway. Everywhere. I couldn't even get out of my room. So I'm thinking, who the heck put all these boxes here? So I finally squeeze out and I see this door on the opposite side of the hallway is open. So I walk over there trying to figure out who's there. Nobody lived there, so I didn't know what was going on. And the box on the top started to fall, so of course I caught it. And I was like, oh my goodness, it almost fell. Like, yeah, I caught it. And this girl comes up, and she's really pretty. And she's like, oh my goodness, thank you so much for catching that. It was some sort of like antique thing that her great grandmother had, and I apparently caught it. So I was like, awesome. So, I don't want to say her name because she's in part of the story, so I'm just gonna, let's just say, based on how pretty she was a solid 9 out of 10, all right? So let's just say that, it's 9, all right? So she was like, how can I ever repay you? And I, of course, so smooth, was like, how about a date? And she said, okay. So I went there, that was awesome. So, but I'm really into like video games and stuff. She wasn't really into that, but it was fine, we had fun, whatever. So there was this other girl in one of my classes. I did like this video class and it was really cool. And she was about a 7, but she liked video games, so we played all the time. And the girl who I went on the date with, she was like, oh, who's that girl who's a 7? And they seem to get along just fine, but I was like, oh, she's a friend of mine. We play video games sometimes. Continuing, me and this girl who's a 9, we started dating, which is pretty awesome because I'm about like a 6 on a good day, so that's it. So we're doing that, but then a little while in, she disappears. Doesn't show up at school. Doesn't, like nothing. I text her, she doesn't answer. And I'm calling her, and I knock on her door, she's gone. For 2 whole weeks. Then I notice the girl 7 is gone as well. Doesn't answer my text. I'm like, what's going on? Are you all right? Nothing. It gets to the point where they're gone for so long, we call the police. Their parents call the police because they're missing and we don't know what's happened to them. So I'm waiting one day. I'm worried, of course. And my friend calls me and he says, turn on the news right now. I don't remember the channel, I'm gonna say channel 2. Channel 2 Action News. He says, turn it on right now. Right now, you need to watch it. So of course, I flipped over, I'm like, what could it be? And it was the police at a campsite, and they found none. She'd been attacked, and she had these bite marks on her arms. And I didn't understand what was going on. I was scared. They had found her. She was still alive. They found her, and I was scared. So I'm looking at this, I'm like, what happened? And they found 7's DNA on her body. So they go over, and they find her, and they arrest her, and she's looking at the camera, and she's like, you, and she's saying my name. I'm going to get you. I'm going to come after you. I'm going to find you once they let me out. So I'm sitting in my chair, giving myself up. I'm rocking back and forth. I'm shaking. I'm so scared. So that begs the question. Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. Thank you.